It's because there are blessings God kept for you in other people. I said there are blessings God kept for you in other people. Kennedy, thank you. That's an inspiration. There are blessings that God kept for you in order. That means if God didn't give it to you through them, you can't have it. The two priesthood of Abraham came from Melchizedek contact. But there is something I want you to know. That contact, the priesthood also took 1/10 from Abraham. So in gift giving and receiving, there is always an exchange. Right on your paper. I said there is always an exchange. Let me make this point because I really want to run and be true. Let me make this very clear. Excuse me. In exchange, we don't beg. We don't pray, we exchange. In the days of exchange, don't pray. We exchange. Somebody came to me and I told him, I think I said, look, I'm the pastors. I say, you don't explain Venetia. You don't explain Venetia. That means if there is something you need to take from me through exchange, you don't fail in your part and still want to take from me. That means you can't explain your part. Did you hear what I said? I said you can't explain away your part and want to take my own part. It's not possible. That is stealing. And it will not last. So whatever that you want to take from God or from another person, you should be able to find out what you're giving to take it. Listen, that you said it is rightfully your own does not count. What counts is what you're paying. In 27 of the book of Genesis, Esau was told by Isaac to go and get Venetia. To go and Esau came back without. Esau went and stayed too long because probably he was thinking that he's the first son, that Isaac can afford to wait. And Rebekah made an arrangement with Jacob and then brought the Venetia and gave Isaac. Isaac was confused because the voice was still Jacob's, but the fur, that is the cloth, he has worn the fur of an animal and he's already looking hairy like Esau. That is not what bothered Isaac. What bothered Isaac is that he has eaten. Because what the criteria for the blessing was Venetia. And when the Venetia was produced and it entered into the nose of Isaac, Isaac didn't care anymore about the source. No, he didn't care about it anymore. Even God was watching Isaac, made a mistake. He couldn't reverse it because he has eaten a Venetia from a wrong source and then he gave blessing to that source. When Esau eventually wandered up and down hunter and came back late in the evening, he told him he has eaten, and Jacob cried and Esau cried. Crying didn't reverse it. I am going to go away from it all the days of your life. Preserve the value that can connect you to honor. Don't destroy it and beg for honor. You don't beg for honor, you connect to it. And I'm going to go to verse 12 for what I call miracles inspires boldness. Wherever there is boldness, there will be miracles. Wherever, if you want boldness, you will not lack it if you have continuous miracle. Did you hear what I said? I said if did you hear what I said? I said if you what I said? If you want boldness, get miracles. If you prove God in one way, you always prove him in another way. Not on your paper. I say if you prove God in one way, you will always prove him in another way. If you prove him in the second way, you will always prove him in the third way. If you prove him in the third way, you always prove him in the fourth way. So there is always a time in your life you need testimony. And then when you have testimony, you stay on it and get another testimony. And get another testimony. And get another testimony. Now the angel that brought testimony